Hello there everyone, how's it going? It's Deedee here, and this is going to be the answers to your questions, so this is going to be the Q&A video. And before starting, I would really like to thank anyone and everyone who actually sent a question, who've made this video possible, and it really goes a long way and I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much for the support and for the questions. And in case you guys have missed this opportunity, in case you guys have missed the questions video and really wanted to participate, don't worry. I'm pretty sure I'll be making more of these in the future more often, and if you have a question anyway, if you really want to add something, you can just do it on the comments and I will most likely reply to it. So that being said, let's get started and let's answer some questions. So the first question comes from Metalhead Twins, and he asks, how does your future looks? Well, to be honest, I don't really know what the future will hold for me. I guess we can't really know for sure what exactly your future will be, but I'm not really the kind of guy to be too much concerned about it. I'm not the kind of guy that thinks too much about the future. I mean, I do have my plans, of course, and I guess if you put it that way, I would really want and would like that my plans did work, but like I said, I'm not really the kind of guy that concerns too much about it. I mean, I even do think that it's kind of a mistake there. I mean, people think too much about the future, they make these plans, and the thing is, if the plans fail and that's all you're holding to, you're pretty much going to be screwed. So I'm really a guy, I guess, that just lives day by day, you know. I just try to live every day, and I mean, I just do, I guess, what it feels right, and try to make the right decisions that life puts in front of me every day, because that is what the future is. The future is nothing but the result of all of your decisions that you've done so far. So I guess that's the game I'm playing. It's kind of by that, so I hope this answers your question. I mean, this was kind of a hard question, this was kind of tough and really general. I don't know exactly if this answers you, but yeah. The second question also comes from Metalhead Twins, and he has to say, you also ramble a lot. Do you think this will affect the way you play? I don't really know what you wanted to say with this question. I mean, I don't really see the relation that me rambling a lot on vlogs and stuff will be able to affect the gameplay at all, but yeah, I don't really know what to exactly answer. I guess that maybe you were talking about the live commentaries. I mean, I don't know, I like the way I do it, but it is true that I do ramble a lot, but I mean, if you are talking about the gameplay itself, it doesn't really have any correlation whatsoever, so I guess the answer is no. The next question isn't really a question, but it was commented on the questions video, and it's something that I would really like to address it anyway. So this comes from W Stanley, and he has to say, you should really start streaming if you don't already. If you already do, point me to your link. You know, live streaming is actually something that I would really absolutely love to do, and you know, it's actually something that I've been thinking about doing ever since I started this YouTube experience, ever since I actually posted my very first video on YouTube. The plan was actually to, you know, post videos and do some live streaming along the way, for the people that were interested, of course. However, and unfortunately, I really am unable to do it. I've done lots and lots of testing. I've really done tons of tests, you know, those private streams, just to check the quality, and unfortunately my computer really can't handle it at this point, and you know, but I guess I will be doing on the future as soon as I can get my hands onto better equipment, onto better computer. Trust me, as soon as I am able to, I will be start streaming. Since day one, it's really something that I would actually kill to do, but yeah, as for when, I can't really tell you, since I guess I'm not in the best shape financially, and I don't really see myself getting a new computer soon. But anyways, it's not really something that I am too worried about it, since, you know, I got a feeling that this is only the beginning. I really got a feeling that this is a very early, it has barely started, this journey. So I guess eventually I will, you know, get it, and eventually I'll be start streaming. Like I said, I really have a feeling that this is barely the start of this journey, and you know, who knows, maybe something happens and I'm able to afford it sooner, or you know, eventually I guess I will start streaming. And when I do, I will let you guys know, so yeah. The next questions come from a username called Overkills, and he really has a lot of questions. So, anyways, he has to say, how old are you and why did you start making videos? Do you go to school? If so, what do you study? Do you work? If so, what is your job? I am 19 years old at this point, but I'm almost turning 20. I will be turning 20 on November this year, so yeah. As for why did I start making videos, well, this is kind of a long story, but basically I started playing World of Warcraft in the Burning Crusade, so this was the first expansion of the game, and I actually picked it up a few weeks after the release, so I actually played throughout the whole expansion. But anyways, you know, things were different back in the day, and I'm not even talking only about the game, I'm talking about this YouTube thing, I guess. Things were really different. There wasn't really people, there was no such thing, as far as I remember, of people like even uploading regularly at all. I mean, this talking about World of Warcraft videos, of course, there was no such thing as people like uploading weekly. You know, all we had was like these montages and for example, I'm gonna give you an example. I do remember a name. This was this announcement shaman in the Burning Crusade. It was called Beavis, and so the videos that you'd had in the day was, for example, Beavis 1, Beavis 2. You know, montages that basically the guy would make like one this month, and then maybe 6 months later or 4 you would have like the second part, I guess. So, you know, things are back in the day, as far as I remember, things were that way. But, and I was really young, and I really enjoyed watching these videos. I mean, and because I was young, I was just like, man, these guys are so badasses, you know, I want to be like them, you know, people would know them. I mean, everybody knew these guys, and of course not everybody, but you guys, you know what I mean, you know. Videos were so rare, I guess, that, you know, these guys would have tons of views and everybody would know them and whatnot. And I was like, I want to be like them, you know. I was young and I was like, I want to be like them. And I actually started making videos. I actually did at least one video I do remember of making in the Burning Crusade, and I actually released it on YouTube. It was with this level 26 Fury Warrior that I actually still have in my account. Unfortunately, I did lost the video. It was back on my older computer, and that computer died and the video died with him. As far as YouTube, I actually removed the video for the stupidest reason ever. Pretty much when I quitted World of Warcraft, I was kind of ashamed of, you know, my new friends, I guess you could say, like that, like knew that I played the game and actually did videos about it. And well, not really did videos, but did one video about it. And I deleted the video. Of course, it wasn't on this account as well. But anyways, that was pretty much, I guess, just to tell you that, you know, that I started playing. When I started playing this game, I had a passion already for these World of Warcraft videos, for these guys being badass on camera and whatnot. So. But then I quit the game when the Wrath of the Lich King came back, and I quit the game for a long time and got back into the game in Cataclysm in the last patch 4.3 Dragon Soul. And I guess, long story short, when I came back to the game, the passion for the videos returned, you know. I was seeing myself watching World of Warcraft videos again, you know, pretty much almost exactly the same amount of time as I would spend playing the game itself. And I do remember that I was so surprised. I was actually so surprised when I got back and watched this YouTube thing, you know. There was people making videos weekly, there was people posting videos almost even daily about World of Warcraft, you know. And I was actually quite surprised about it. So, long story short, when I started playing the game again, my passion for the videos began again, and I really wanted to make the videos again. I guess that's it. And I actually do regret quitting World of Warcraft, deleting the video, and, you know, not actually like going from there, because I actually think to myself a lot, what if I did continue, you know, this, back in the Burning Crusade, what if I continued until this day, you know, where would have I been? So yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm sorry for the long story, but I guess this answers your question. As for if I go to school or not, yes I do. I am still a student, and I guess this also answers your question if I do work or not. No, I do not. I still study, and what I study, I don't really know the words in English, but I guess here in Portugal it's called multimedia. And what it is, it's basically like handling Photoshop, you know, image editing, video editing, audio, you know, studio, that kind of stuff. I guess I don't really know how to explain it better, but yeah, that's pretty much what I study. I actually I was supposed to not study anymore. I was supposed to have ended school by now, but back when I was younger, I was not in multimedia at first. I was actually in science, trying to study for psychology, but I guess I changed my mind, and that cost me some years of school, I guess, two to be more specific. So yeah, I'm still in school, and that's what I'm studying. These next questions come from Evelyn Wow, and I guess I think you guys already know him by now. He's a warrior. He's actually let's say like way bigger than me, I guess, on YouTube, but he's been supporting me immensely. And before answering your question, I do have to thank you a lot for that. But anyways, he has to say, what are your hopes and plans for the future, and what about your ears, I guess, in terms of the future? So yeah. Well, about the future thing, I mean, I almost already answered it, but about the hopes and plans, I guess I'm not really the kind of guy that needs that much in order to be happy in the future. I mean, I have no aspiration whatsoever in my life to, you know, become rich and very successful and have this huge house and have these employees to wipe my butt. I don't care for that. I actually don't need any of that in the future. I guess that my hopes and plans, all I really want to do is the ability to be stable in my life, the ability to be able to afford the things that I, you know, that for example my house, you know, and most importantly, all I need to be happy is to do what I actually want to do and what, you know, what I like to do. So I guess that my hopes for the future is that I am stable in my life, and that I'm still able to make these videos, that I'm still able to, you know, just do this that I so much love to do. I guess that is kind of it. Like I said, I don't really need a mansion or richness whatsoever. I just want to be comfy with my life, and, you know, perhaps say something that maybe those rich guys can't say, which is I still do what I absolutely love. Yeah, I guess. As for the year stuff, and in case you haven't watched a vlog of me yet, in case you guys haven't really watched my face yet, I do have stretched ears, and I guess we can say that I do have stretched ears to a big size, I guess, unusual kind of size, and, you know, but I'm not really concerned about it at all. I mean, I started doing this when I was actually young. I started doing this at the age of 16, and I was never really concerned about, you know, this at all. I guess people really think that if you have this kind of stuff or tattoos and stuff like that, that you won't be able to find a job, and that's not really true. I mean, it's true to some extent. Of course, like if you want a job in medicine or lawyership, you know, that kind of stuff that requires you to be much more formal, you will have problems with that. No, don't even doubt about it. But I mean, like I said previously, I am studying video editing and all that sort of stuff, and I don't think I will have a problem at all with this. I mean, having this, I do have a lot of friends that also are into this kind of stuff, tattoos, and do have them, body modifications as well, and my friends, some of them do have a job and they didn't really had any problems with it. So I guess it's kind of a misconception about people, but it's misconception, like I said, to some extent, because it can be true. It just depends on what areas you want to be in. And anyways, but the main reason why I'm really not concerned about it is if you know, if something happens, if something bad happens, if I really can't get anything, if I can't get my life stable because of it, it's not like this is irreversible, and that's also a huge misconception about people. I can just close them really, actually easily, I guess. So it's not that this is irreversible at all, so that's why I'm not concerned whatsoever. if I need to close them, I will, but if I don't, I would just stick with him, because I do love them. I mean, I can't really watch my face without them, I guess you can say that way, because I am really used to them, so yeah. On to the last question, so this is going to be the last question, and it comes from Vagelis Geekas, and before answering Vagelis' question, I just want to give him the biggest personal thank you. Basically, Vagelis has been one of my supporters since the start. He has always believed in me, and he's really has given me so much motivation and so many smiles, and I guess he knows that, and he knows how much that means to me, so thank you so much, Vagelis. And anyways, he has to say, I was one of the lucky ones to be able to find you since the early beginnings, and I see that your reaction with people is still the same, even if there are so many nowadays, and that is wonderful. Do you think you can still keep this up as the channel grows bigger? I hope so, man. I mean, as long as I have time to reply to, you know, your comments when I see it, you know, if I see that you guys posted it and I have time right there to just reply it, I see absolutely no reason just to leave it right there and not to reply to it. I mean, if you guys took the time to actually comment on one of my videos that, you know, took effort to make and that I loved making it, that means a lot. Personally, to me, that means a lot, so I see absolutely no reason not to reply to it. And so far, I've replied to pretty much every comment that I got onto my videos, and to be honest, that's something that I absolutely love about my channel, to be completely honest, and I have no intentions to stop doing that. In fact, I see no reasons not to. However, I do understand why some of, let's say, the bigger guys don't do it or can't do it. I mean, let's say that if you get a comment every 2 minutes, you know, if you reply to everyone, you'll pretty much not do anything for your day. But, you know, as long as it still isn't that way, I see no reason not to. I mean, you guys comment on my videos, I have time, I just reply. Sometimes it's questions, and I know that when it's questions, I know that you guys really do want the answer, you know, you are expecting it, and I'm there to deliver it. And even if it's not questions, I do answer to everyone. And to answer your question, man, as long as I can, I will. And by saying that, as long as I can, I really do mean it. I guess I will stop doing when I absolutely can't, you know, when I absolutely, you know, am just, I guess, overwhelmed by it, but I don't think that will happen anywhere near the future. So to answer your question, I guess yes. So far, so good, so yeah. Well, this was it, guys. This was the answers to your questions, and yeah, I'm sorry that this was kind of a long one, but I did mention in the question video that I will not, you know, be taking anyone out. I will not be selecting questions. I will answer to everyone, and that's pretty much what I did, and that's really what I wanted to do. I didn't want to leave anyone behind, so yeah. I do hope that you guys enjoyed these questions. I do hope that you guys enjoyed the answers and that I did not disappoint you. I hope so, but yeah, guys, this is it, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did like this video, a thumbs up or maybe even a subscribe would be absolutely wonderful, and it would mean the world to me. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the support, for the questions. It really does mean a lot that, you know, I see that some of you do care, and see you next video, guys.